My job for about 18 months, going on 2 years, I guess. And early on, one of the first, whenever you come to a job, people come and start asking you stuff when you're brand new. If they want to do something, they got a project in mind, they come up and they ask you about it when you're brand new, and so you make some decisions. And one of the decisions that was in retrospect the smartest thing that I approved, although I didn't. I wasn't responsible for it, I was just a deer in the headlights, was to promote Robert Quigley and focus on social media and to go in with both feet. And I had a sense of the importance of this. I will take credit for that. But that decision has resulted in transformative change for us and bringing new audiences and bringing an engaged kind of audience that is additive to our business, and that is fantastic. So when you can transform and add at the same time, I think you got the best of both worlds, and that has been the effect of social media on the statesman. And that coincides with my coming here, but not my fault. And so it's kind of great.
Thank you.
So thanks.
Thanks, Mike. The other sponsor, this was an easy one to get, is the company that I work for called Live World, and we work a lot with brands. And so our interest right now is kind of seeing how the iPad is going to play out in that area. And Alex was showing me, Alex, don't raise your hand, one of the iPad guys, was showing me this morning an example of an app. It's called Eyewitness. It's from The Guardian, UK newspaper, and it's one sort of stunning photo every day, but it's sponsored by Canon. So Canon is viewing this as an opportunity. For 3 months, the app is free. I've also seen, have any of you seen like fashion, have any of you tried out fashion apps? Like the Gap has a nice one. And are there any others that you've seen? I think Cadillac has a nice application. Ford has one for one of their vehicles. So, I mean, I actually, although I don't have an iPad yet, I couldn't open the one over the weekend. I kept it unopened. It was tough. But I really do. We do at Live World see this as a real opportunity, I think, for brands because of the intimacy of the screen. I mean, I'm really excited about that. And for those of you that have used it, would probably agree. So, one note for today: if you are a winner, you will have to provide to me, actually, before going to the Statesman, your name and your social security number. I don't think you'll have to pay taxes on it, but they need it for record keeping. So if that gives any of you pause, I just want to throw that out there. So what we're going to do this morning, I'll have you give it directly to the Statesman. Good to see it. So what we're going to do this morning, this is the hashtag, by the way, SMB Austin. And for those of you that are on Gowalla, Alex created, there's actually a check-in just for this event. An SMB Austin check-in on Gowalla, so if you want to try that out. So what I'm going to do is turn things over to Jon Lebkowsky. Jon is a communications consultant and social strategist. A lot of you know Jon already. He's going to give an overview of the iPad, sort of some things to think about to frame different discussions. And then we're going to break out into small groups, just going to break you off by where you're sitting. And have each of you sort of discuss a different aspect or different industry that the iPad could be touching. And then we'll come back together. I'll draw the winner. One of you will have a really big smile. And then we'll sort of share the highlights from each of the groups. So that's the plan for the next 45 minutes or hour or so.